Hello, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, family. My name is Easy. I go by Pastor Easy the Plumber. And today we're going to be servicing the water heater. If you're watching these videos, stay tuned, man. Share, like them, subscribe to the channel. I guarantee you're going to get a lot of knowledge, a lot of information off of the things that I'm doing here with my son here, Adrian, my producer. And we have here a customer. We did the water heater or the water softener install there, right? We're also going to do the water heater maintenance. So today you're going to learn how to do maintenance to a water heater to keep your water heater working, strong, functioning, and clean, and be preventative from having it leak. And this is, let's see, we have here a 50-gallon water heater from Mir Plus. And the ammo rod here is pretty simple. It's pretty easy to replace. Some of them are a little bit more complicated. I got a water hose here, right, that we're going to flush the system. We're going to replace the anode rod. Let me show you where the anode rod is. For this water heater, we have the anode rod here. This guy here, I recommend that you replace it every 2-3 years. If you have a water softener with salt, I recommend you replace it every 2 years. Don't delay that 2 years because your water heater will leak in 4 years. Okay, so anode rod, very important. So what this does here is that the water itself, when it's heated up, it has minerals inside of it that deteriorate metal. So this is a protector inside water heaters that is metal, and its design is to attract the minerals to eat this metal rather than the metal inside the water heater. So if your anode rod is gone, most likely your water heater will start to deteriorate next. So this is like a defender, protector, to be able to protect your water heater from leaking, right? So if your water heater leaks, most likely your anode rod is gone, you see. So this one comes in a 4-section like an accordion. And yeah, I'm gonna show you how to get down and how to get it done. So first of all, we have the water hose already connected here. We're going to start flushing it. We're gonna set our gas control valve here to the pilot position, right? Because we don't want to heat it up while we're doing this job here. We're also going to shut the water down, but first we're going to start to flush it out. I have it on pilot, so the water heater's not cooking, right? We're going to start flushing the system there. Got the water hose out to the street right here. Don't worry, the sewer drains will collect the water. And yeah, so first you want to start flushing it, right? On this water heater, let me show you here. Stand here. Ay, pinch my finger. The left nipple on this water heater is the anode rod. So this was very simple, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Sometimes you have a socket, a bolt in the back of the water here that the anode rod is placed in, but in this water heater, the design is pretty simple and pretty good. Also, if you look here at this water heater, you can see the venting, how it's all crazy. Too many turns going on, so we're gonna try to shorten this vent also as part of the maintenance. Make sure that this vent is properly venting outward. Too many turns here cause too much moisture to get stuck inside the baffle. Also very dangerous and could cause issues with your water heater. So we got the water heater flushing, right? We're gonna shut the water heater down. Boom. Quarter turn ball valves are the best things you can have. Gate valves are notorious for rusting faster and corroding and not being able to open or close. So fixing the vents, replacing the handle rod, flushing the water heater, and cleaning the combustion. I'll show you that in a little bit for the combustion chamber. And also another good information to know is a proper way of installation for your TMP drain line. It always has to be sloped down. It can't do all these crazy turns, right? You can do crazy turns sideways like you got here, but you can't go downward, right? Because you need the water to flow out nicely, right? Flow out nicely. You don't want it to climb here because this is a drain. It's not under pressure, so very important that you know that. Pretty good install they got here. Install except the vent. I don't know what they were thinking, but it's okay. We all been through the same obstacles, right? And also they have a drain pan here. In case it ever leaks, the water's gonna fall into the pan. Highly recommended. You don't want your stand to be damaged. They have a pipe here, so if it ever does leak, it's gonna leak straight to the concrete. Amen? So let's get to work. Anode rod. Gotta put a little Teflon, right? I got liquid Teflon and I got regular Teflon here. So when you put in Teflon, you always want to follow the threads inwardly, right? So we just put a little there because we have liquid Teflon. Boom. So you follow the threads in, right? Got this guy here. This is my liquid Teflon. This is gonna assure my seal. Boom. Remember, always want to go following the threads, right? Then we'll set this here so we can grab it in a minute. Got these big channies here. We got the water off. Once we open up let some air in, it'll start draining even faster. Yeah. Boom. if you can get up here. Look at this. Here, look at this. This thing is ugly. So we're gonna fix that here in a minute. So this is righty-tighty. Right. Okay. And they could be a pain in the butt coming out. So just be ready to use your muscles, man. So this one. Oh yeah, she's tough. There we go. Oh my goodness. She's tough. Alright. So we're gonna try to use our pipe wrench. Get that leverage. Gosh. Oh yeah, got it. That was about a 50-pound pressure right there. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. So at the same time I'm doing this, I'm flushing the water heater at the same time. Actually draining it. But we don't want to drain it all the way. You want to make sure you don't drain it all the way. Okay? Let's take this guy here. Now this one. There we go. Now we'll switch to my channel here. So we're still flushing. I'm actually going to stop draining it because we don't want to drain it. You want to flush your water heater. Don't drain your water heater and flush it. Don't drain your water heater, flush it, okay? I will explain to you why it's important that you don't drain your water heater. So let me give you a little example of why you don't want to drain your water heater. Let's just say, for an example, you have a hot glass, right? The glass is hot. Oh yeah, look at this anode rod. Oh yeah, she was on her way out. Look at this. On her way out. A little bit here left. Look at that. Compared to the new one, look at it. Compared to the new one, come on. You see, this is a protector of your water heater. If you don't have no more deterioration or no more metal to deteriorate, your water heater's on its way out. So, look at that. She just on the money.
Yeah.
On the money. She would have waited another year, the water heater been gone. So I got the Teflon on there, the liquid Teflon. Right? Come over here. Bring the camera here so I can show you. See this? On this water heater and many others, the anode rod is on the left nipple, not the cold side, the left nipple, okay? So, check this out. See if you can, so because this is a design like an accordion, slide it in one at a time. 2, 3, don't get too excited now as it goes in there, alright? So then, boom, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Alright, good there. Then we're gonna tighten her up. So remember, every 2-3 years you want to do this to protect your water heater from leaking. And believe me, this stuff ain't easy. I know I make it look easy, that's why they call me easy. But it takes a lot of strength, man, and muscle to remove those anode rods. Sometimes they don't even come out. So usually if a water heater is like 6-7 years old, you know, you're taking a risk. You're taking a risk. If it's 10 years old, definitely don't touch it. Just let your water heater go out. Start the program later. Yeah. Check that. That's the anode rod. Right, let's see if we can fix this venting a little bit. I don't like it everywhere. Let's see if we can slide it around in. Eliminate some of these turns. This side here. We're gonna get lunch time. Stay tuned. We have the water pressurized again. The anode is in. We're going to keep flushing it. Keep flushing it, filling it with cold water so that the lukewarm water or that the hot water can mix. You never want to drop the temperature, like I was sharing with you earlier. If you get a hot glass and that glass is hot, and then you put cold water inside that hot glass, what's gonna happen to the glass? It's gonna crack, right? So also with your water heater, if you drain your water heater completely out, with it had hot water in there, you drain it out, now the hot water is gone, and then you turn on the cold water, your water heater is going to crack. It might not crack, but definitely is going to weaken it. So don't let no other plumber tell you that you should drain your water heater. That's the proper way to flush it. No, it's not. The proper way to flush your water heater is to flush it while the water is still on and mixing with that hot water and turning it lukewarm, therefore dropping the temperature to the tank. Okay? So never do a complete drain out and fill up. If you're gonna drain it, then I would recommend you let it cool down for a while. See, and that's what you want. Less turns when it's venting. You want less turns on your vent because you want it to vent out nicely. You don't want it to vent out with a restriction. Is replaced. The venting has less turns. Remember before it had like 3 or 4 turns. Now we were able to straighten it out so that there's no restriction and the machine vents properly. Alright. My boy had this set up here. I gotta get a camera stand up. And we just started these videos, man, so stay excited, man. Stay tuned. We got my son back from California, and I'm excited to have him and do this journey with you guys. So that's that. Right? We're still flushing. We're flushing slow. So if you look over here, right, we're flushing slow. Oh, let me see. I didn't turn it on. Alright. Alright. There we go. So we're gonna turn it on here. Start flushing it. Bingo. It should slow down. Check out my good looking van. Right, it's kind of messy right now, but this is my workshop here. So we got the water flushing. If you look here, there's sediment, right? I'm sure we'll find a lot more. Water's hot, see? Get all the sediment out of there. So let's turn down the drain. Let's turn down the water pressure. We turn it down so that it could drain slower. Or why do I keep saying drain? So we can flush slower. So let's go ahead and... All right, now that's a steady flow there. That sounds good. That way everything on the bottom is being pushed out. Everything is mixing at the bottom. It's heavy, so it all falls down and goes down. All right, second thing is what we want to do is want to blow out the combustion chamber, right? So we're gonna turn this on here. We're gonna turn this on. Boom. It should heat up and just blow out the area. All it does, boom. Actually blew out my Now remember, why are we blowing the combustion chamber? Because there's a filter in there that gets clogged up with dirt. And if you don't have no air flowing through the combustion, then you have no fire, right? No air, no fire, right? So you want to make sure you blow out all the debris out of there so that the vent can start venting again. Another video we can show you here, teach you here, is how to start these gas control valves. So when you look here at this gas control valve, it has many different settings. It says off, pilot, vacation, low, hot, A, B, C, and very hot. So sometimes they can be a little confusing how to start your gas control valve, right? This one has a little safety switch here. You always want to touch that safety switch, make sure it's good. If you don't hear nothing, see nothing, feel nothing, then that means it's okay. If it pops, that means that your combustion is dirty and it's not gonna let you breathe. So if it pops, that means that the combustion was dirty and that it's not gonna turn on. So now we know it's good, right? We touch it, nothing happens. We set this little knob here to the pilot position. And only this little knob, not this knob, this knob. Once you have it on the pilot position, it becomes a button. It becomes a button. So you wanna hold that button in. That button feeds the gas to the valve, and then you click away here. If you see a little flame in there, but remember, never let go of this top button. It becomes a button, never let go until you see a light turn on. You see that light turn on now? Now that I got a light flash, I can let go of my thumb off of the pilot button, not the igniter button. The igniter button just helps you ignite. But once you see this happening and the light's on, then you can let go of your finger, right? And the light should stay lit, meaning your thermocoupling's being heated up and it's sending the power to the machine, recognizing that it's time to put it to a setting. I always put it on hot. Boom, the water heater turns on, right? We're good. But because we're still flushing the system, we're not gonna cook it. Okay, that was a little education on the how to light your gas control valve at your water heater. We're still flushing it. We're still flushing all the sediment out. This guy here? Yeah. Alright. Boom, check this out, man. Imagine that. She was on her way out. So now she has another 2 years of protection on her water heater. So hopefully we get a call back in 2 years to replace that anode rod. This stuff here. The city of Las Vegas, Henderson, Nevada area. They said they want 3 tappers per connection on vents. So we're gonna go ahead and put 3 self-tappers in here. 1. 2. We're gonna do 3 here. 3 self-tappers, and then we'll give them a secure tapper to hold down that vent, because you see down here, doesn't have anything holding it, so we'll put a screw there to help hold it. Just like that, see that? And yeah, that's it. So let's go ahead and blast her now. Turn her all the way up. We've been flushing for a good 20 minutes. Turn it off. If you're flushing the water heater every 6 months, you only need to run it for a couple of minutes. You know, every 6 months, you run it for a couple of minutes, just flush out the bottom of it, and that should be good enough. So we're gonna go ahead and disconnect everything. We have everything connected. The anode rod is replaced. We blew out the combustion chamber. We fixed that vent up there. And all that's left now is to just put a reminder on here that we did the anode rod replacement here today. So pretty much that's it, guys, for the video. Just put everything back together. I have a plastic metal lid here. We're gonna go ahead and cover this up. Right, we got her flushed. Now I always recommend hot. Anything more than hot could damage your pipes, cause your pipes to expand more than they should. So I would just leave it at hot. You know, the most you can go to is A. I wouldn't recommend B, C, or very hot. So 120 is recommended. You want to go a little hotter, fine. Don't go past 8. So other than that, guys, just clean up your water heater, make it look good. And hope to see you next time on the next video. Thank you. God bless and have a wonderful day. Amen.